Hey guys, it's Lisa. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. How you guys doing? I am coming to you live from my kitchen, my very small, humble kitchen on a very hot day in the Bay Area. Is there anybody else out there on there that's living around here in the Bay Area? It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today and it's already like 84. Crazy. What I want to talk to you about today really briefly is two things. One is to review a little bit of your meal plan that came with your fitness program, okay? We have 20 from your comments and from your introductions. Here's what I know. We have some 21-day fixers, 21-day fix extreme, 22-minute hardcore, and then we have a few people doing a program from the Beachbody On Demand like P90X3, Yoga Booty Ballet, and one or two others, okay? So I'm going to talk first about the 21-day fix program because the other meal plans that come with those programs are pretty much the same thing. There's a little bit of variance, but ultimately it's a portion control system that you can use, super simple to follow. Okay, the second thing I'm going to show you is just a couple of examples of what it looks like plated on your food when you use those containers, okay? So let's get started. First, is there anybody out there? All right, we're just going to get started. 2016 Fit for Summer. Your results, 70% are going to be from the kitchen, okay? So you absolutely want to do your fitness, but you absolutely want to do your meal plan. So 21-day fix is the meal plan that comes with the 30-minute workouts. You want to do those workouts. They're effective. They're pretty quick. Hi, Lena. Yay, Lena's here. Okay, good. So 21-day fix. I'm going to show you 4 kind of key pages to kind of lock in on and kind of dog tag so that you can get to them quickly. All right, 21-day fix is the meal portion program. And what you definitely want to highlight is page 4, and that's where you figure out your formula. That's where you figure out where and how many calories you're going to have in a day, because you're going to go into a bracket. So, you know, you're going to do a little calculation, and that's pretty much the only calculating you're going to do over the 21-day fix. You're not going to be counting calories every day. Thank you. Okay, you're not going to be weighing your food every day. Thank you. But you are going to be using your containers until you really get the hang of it, and you're actually, I don't know, maybe a week into it, you'll actually be able to eyeball a lot of the stuff that you've already done and that you've already cooked or prepared, okay? So page 4 is your formula. You want to get to that page, kind of dog tag it. The next thing you want to make sure you can find is page 19. So this is the calorie bracket chart, okay? So once you get your formula and your calorie bracket, you're going to go to the calorie bracket chart. So for example, when I'm maintaining, my bracket is 1,500 to 1,799. So this means I can have 4 greens every day, 3 purples every day, 4 reds, 3 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, 4 teaspoon. Don't worry, we'll get to the colors, okay? So, but that's what I can have typically. Now, when I'm trying to rein it back in, so I just kind of went like off the deep end and, you know, I just need to rein it in, then I'm actually in the lower calorie bracket, which is 1,200 to 1,499, okay? Does that make sense? So, you find your bracket. The next page you definitely want to dog tag or highlight is the page of list of food. Okay, it starts on page 25 in your 21-day fix program. So really quickly, your green container is your vegetables. These are all the vegetables that you can have on the 21-day fix. It's quite a list. And let me tell you that the higher up on the list, the higher the quality of that particular vegetable. Now, all vegetables are awesome, and you definitely want to do a variety and mix it up, okay? But you can know that these lists aren't necessarily alphabetical. They're listed more in kind of nutritional oomph, right? Or what's the more bang for your buck in that vegetable. So your green container, okay? Purple is for your fruits, okay? So that's the great thing about the Portion Fix program is it's basically your macros, but it's broken down so that you get a good healthy variety. That say for example, you don't want all your carbs coming from bread. You want to distribute it with some grains, fruit, vegetables, okay? That's why the Portion Fix program is so great. So a list of fruit that you can have, and again, the higher on the list, better the fruit. Now there's going to be some things that are awkward to measure, and you don't have to do that. So for example, on here it says for an apple, it says slices or a small apple, okay? So if it says or, that's what you can go by. All right, red is your proteins. Lots of awesome proteins to choose from. Yellow container is your carbs, okay? So again, a big list of carbs, amazing healthy carbs, okay? Again, if it doesn't fit in the container, so for example, a slice of bread is on here, a slice of whole grain bread. One slice of whole grain bread counts as one yellow container. Makes sense, and it'll tell you that right there. All right, moving on. Blue container is your healthy fats. You have to have healthy fats to get results. Your body needs it, and your heart functions well with it. So avocados, hummus, your list is right here, okay? Orange containers is your seeds, nuts, and dressings that are going to go in your salad. That's what you're going to use to measure that. And if you got the containers, you get two orange ones. That's just for convenience because usually we need to package it. Your teaspoons. Now you didn't get a teaspoon because for the most part every kitchen has a teaspoon or two. But this is your oils, okay, which includes your coconut oil, your extra virgin olive oil, includes your peanut butter, your nut butters, that type of stuff. That's your teaspoons. All right, then there's a list of free foods. So these are foods you don't have to measure, just have at it, okay? Water, top of the list. You can't have too much water, pretty much. All you can have, and then there's some herbs, spices, cinnamon, different flavorings that you don't need to measure. You don't need to bust out any teaspoon or anything like that. All right, so that's your food list. Finally, in the back on page 82 starts your tally sheets, okay? This is important too. So it's not just enough to know what your foods are, you have to keep track. So you can make copies of those tally sheets, but here's what I'm going to suggest, regardless of the fitness program you're doing. If you're doing the Portion Fix plan or the 21-day fix, Portion Fix, it's the same thing, semantics. Absolutely download the 21-day fix app. It's free, and you can just keep track of all your reds, greens, blues, and what you eat throughout the day without having to write out your entire menu for the day, okay? You just go there, click, I had a purple for breakfast, I had a red for breakfast, and I had a yellow for breakfast. Done. And then it tells you how many you have left for the day. Super easy, but you definitely want to track. Please don't think like, oh, I'll remember tonight. It's super easy to forget, and then it's super easy to go over. All right, so really quickly, some of you are on the 21-day fix extreme. Okay, this program, basically the workouts are a little bit more extreme. Hi Wendy. Hi Amelia. Yay, good to see you guys. I'm so glad you're here. And I hope this really helps. The 21-day fix extreme program, again, a little bit more extreme workouts. The meal plan is basically the same. And in this program, they pretty much put everything that I just told you all together in page 4 through 23, okay? So it's all right there for you. The tally sheets, the equation, the food list, it's all there. All right, but also you get an insert called Countdown for Competition. So this is the meal plan where your carbs are a little bit more specified and restricted on some of the days. And this one, it's to really kind of super slim you down. I don't know how sustainable it is past the 21 days, but if you've got a goal to get to, it kind of gives you more specifics on how to get there. So 21-day fix extreme, the workouts are more extreme, but then you've got an insert option of even a little bit more of an extreme eating plan. But it's doable. I've done it, so it is doable. That's 21-day fix extreme. Now let me tell you something, guys. Regardless of the program you have, this is what I definitely recommend. You still need to read through the whole program guide. I'm just telling you kind of your key spots to look at. Now keep in mind, half of your guide is recipes. Yay! Okay, so it's not like you're reading a novel, and a lot of the pages have pictures and graphs and all that stuff, so so you're good to go. Is this what your kitchen looks like, Amelia? I'm in the only clean part of my kitchen, let's just put it that way. So the rest of it's really cluttered, but I kind of cleaned up this area so I could show you guys something. But no, it is my kitchen. Okay, so that's that. And you definitely want to read through your program. Now really briefly, I want to talk about the 22-minute hardcore. Again, it's the same meal plan, but in this program guide, page 3 through 20 is where you're going to find everything that you need. And what this program does on the meal plan, it actually lays it out for you. It says for breakfast, have a green, have a purple, blah, 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 all the way down. Now, you don't have to do that. You can actually just count up. So say you're in the 12 to 1500 calorie bracket, just count up each container. That's what you can have each day. So it says I can have 3 reds, 2 purples, just count it up. If you have any questions, just message me. I'm happy to get on the phone with you, but it's really straightforward. It's pretty much the same thing. I think they did that because ideally you want to have had all of your yellows before dinner, and that's what that plan kind of sets you up with. But that's kind of across the board, but it's not mandatory. Ideally in your eating you want to have most of those grains and yellows, those carbs, before the evening time. Okay, so that's that. Now for those of you that are doing a Beachbody On Demand program like P90X3 or anything like that, those member library programs, they don't actually have the Portion Fix meal plan attached to it. The meal plan that you're going to see with that, or the nutrition guide, it's your basic healthy, clean eating, count your calories, count your macros, okay? So you can do that if you want to just count every day. I recommend, regardless, you can get the whole Portion Fix meal plan a la carte. And this is always what I suggest for anyone that's doing a Beachbody On Demand program, because you can just be right in there with us. You get your containers. You get actually a bigger book full of recipes. And I think it's like $39.95 if you're a club member, 10% off, but you get everything you need in this a la carte. So I suggest that if you don't already have the Portion Fix program, okay? Okay, so if you have any questions, we'll have a couple of minutes at the end, but feel free to pipe them up. I can't see you guys. Hi, Wendy. I can't see you. I can just see comments when they come up, and sometimes there's a lag because of internet or whatever. But if you have questions, feel free to post them up there, and I'll do my best to get to them. Okay? You guys are awesome. What else is there? Oh, okay. It looks okay. Okay, awesome. LOL. Okay, awesome, guys. I'm so glad you're here. And again, if you miss any of this, this is going to be recorded. Oh, the UPS guy's about to knock on the door. Oh my gosh, and my dogs are going to go nuts. Hold on. Stop. We don't want my dogs to bark because I'm filming. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. My dogs go nuts. Okay. Okay, finally, I don't want to take too much of your time. Who's on a lunch break? I tried to plan this when people might be on a lunch break. You can do that. So if you think, oh, those little containers, I don't know, am I going to be hungry? You know, it's actually kind of a lot of food. So, and here's another thing, 22-minute hardcore, I actually just, oh, okay, good, you're on lunch. I just learned doesn't actually come with the containers. If you got the challenge pack, I think the promotional month, it came with the containers and the sandbag. But here's the cool thing about 21 Day Fix. I would just get another set of containers. You just log on, you get your discount, get a set of containers for sure, because you can take them with you and they're awesome. And they're just incredibly handy, quality, they last forever. This one I've had for 3 years, or a year and a half already. Use it all the time, okay? But you can also use, I'm gonna post a picture of kind of a cheat sheet and tell you what the measurements are. Okay, a green container is 1 cup. So you can just get measuring cups. Purple container is 1 cup, okay? The proteins, red, is 3/4 of a cup. So you can do that. The yellows, your carbs, 1/2 cup, okay? Works out the same. Blues, healthy fats, is 1/3 of a cup. Your orange is 2 tablespoons, your orange container, and then teaspoon is a teaspoon. Okay, so I'll post that. So if you're like, you're running out of your containers, you're like, I'm washing them all the time. I recommend just get another set so you have it handy, because it works great. Or get some measuring cups and just color code them with your Sharpies, okay? But let me show you what the food looks like, okay? So here's a green container of my broccoli, okay? It's actually kind of a lot of food. Now you want to put it in your container so that you can still close it and put the lid on, okay? Don't pack it or mound it up, all right? There's my green. Here's my yellow container. I made some brown rice. Now keep in mind I also add flavor, but I'm just showing what it looks like. Here's my rice, my brown rice. See that there? And I'm going to have it with some chicken. So here's my container of chicken. Now, that's a good portion of food, okay? This is going to be my lunch, and it's got everything I need all portioned out. It's clean, quality food, so guess what? It's going to be great for my digestive system, and it's going to keep me full. So that's an example of a meal. Okay, what about some other containers? Here is the healthy fats. I love hummus. So blue container takes your healthy fat. I know, it's a lot of food, right? Let me get I'll use this knife. Now, usually I would just eat it. I would dip my veggies in here and just eat it out of here, but I'm going to show you how much hummus this actually is. I mean, it's 2 tablespoons, which is quite a bit. Okay, so there's the hummus right there. And then usually I have some crispy veggies. So here's, you know, I got my green cup, measuring cup of veggies that I'm going to use. So here's my snack. It's veggies and some crispy crunchy veggies and some hummus. Yum. Okay, so there's a snack. There's an example of your blue and another green container. All right, what if you want something a little sweet? Now here's my purple container, which I filled up with my cut up apple. That was a small apple and it pretty much filled the purple container. So I like that. Here's an orange container of walnuts. Now I love just throwing a handful of walnuts or almonds in my mouth, but make sure you measure it out. But I put that on my apples, okay? And then cinnamon is a free food. So you can put as much cinnamon as your little heart desires. And I sprinkle it on there. And then I eat it. I don't have a spoon, but I eat it together, and it's a little bit like an apple pie. Okay, so that's kind of a nice dessert or afternoon snack. Hey, quiet, quiet, quiet. No one's out there. Sorry. All right, so that's a little afternoon snack. Okay, so that's kind of it, the portions in a nutshell, with a little example of what you can do with it. Absolutely, again, I recommend that whatever program you got, hey, quiet, sorry, read through the whole program. Keep this with you, keep it handy, know your food lists, and use your containers. Don't think you can just eyeball it right away and just guess, and absolutely track it. Okay. Any other questions? Let me see. I don't see any questions. You guys have any questions? Because if you don't, it's okay. That just means I said what I needed to say. And we'll be posting more stuff and have other examples of recipes and such. Lisa, do you use containers on the weekend also? Yeah. Yeah, when you're on the 21-day fix. So here's the thing. Some people are saying, you know, I have this event or I have that. It's actually, I think the way you got to look at it is a great opportunity to put into practice what you're trying to learn for your eating. So I do use my containers on the weekend. I don't use my containers that much, honestly, because I've been pretty much following this meal plan for well over a year and a half. So most of the foods that I eat are the same foods week to week, and I already know what the portion is. If there's something new, or if I'm starting to gain some weight or starting to feel sluggish, eating too much sugar, kind of doing that, then I rein it in and I absolutely get my containers back out and I use it. And I definitely use them to go. I think I use them more as to-go containers for my lunch. I think I use them most days when I go to work to pack my lunch. Oh yes, 90-10. So 90-10. So when I'm kind of maintaining, and even when I'm trying to rein it in, you know, sometimes you just got to have a treat. And the nice thing about the 21-day fix is there is room for treats, okay? If you read through your program guide, you'll see that, for example, twice a week you can have a glass of wine in place of a yellow. Twice a week you can have a dessert in place of a yellow, or a treat in place of a yellow. But it's just twice a week, because that's the 10%. Because what that does is it keeps you, it's not going to derail you, and it's going to keep you on track, and you just get right back on track. And that's not all the food. No. I was having a hard time eating all the food, but it's important to eat it all. Here's what I find people get confused about, because the vegetables are so filling, and if you're anything like me, I actually don't love vegetables. There's a few that I've grown to like and realized I liked. Once I changed my eating and I stopped eating processed food and sugary food and all that bad stuff, artificial flavors, artificial sugars, which completely dupe your taste buds. So if you've been eating a lot of processed food and artificial stuff, you don't really know what clean food tastes like. So there's going to be a little bit of uncomfortability the first few days. First of all, because you're changing your eating. But second of all, your taste buds are so used to tasting and craving the bad stuff that you're going to think you're hungry all the time for that. Just stick with it. After a while, you will really appreciate a broccoli floret, I promise. And that apple is going to be the sweetest thing you ever had. So you just got to hang in there and know that you're changing how you eat to be a lifestyle so that you can eat healthy going forward, beyond just weight loss, but to really take care of yourself. And yeah, sometimes for some of us it is hard to, when I'm on the second calorie bracket, it's hard to get all the food in. Okay, anything else? Great job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I know you're on lunch break, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. But this will be up as a recorded post, and I hope that it helps. If you have any questions, feel free to post them, and I'll address them in other posts or just answer them, okay? And again, if you need to reach me with any other questions personally, or if you're struggling with anything, just post in the group. You can message me or you can comment, okay? Have a great day, guys. Stay cool. Eat well. Love well. Live well.